As you can see, we've sold the jazz.
It's gone. Believe it or not, it's March. Is that even open? What you fucking...
I mean, yeah.
That's because that's how much he gets around to stuff. That's why the Datsuns, we've had it about 6 years.
Jazzy.
Right, mate, anyway. You're not dressed for the occasion. What are them gloves?
One sec.
They're not the right colour. Wait. It's fucking Ed China. This was Ed China from China. Get them bad boys. Hey, they are thick, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you won't want your doctor wearing these when he's examining you.
Well, they are ribbed.
Ribbed.
So maybe.
Woo. Right, what are we doing today?
Yeah, get this.
Or tonight, because you got a clock in here, but it's like midnight.
It's midnight.
Today, tonight.
Get this floating in the air on that.
So it's rotisserie time.
I think this has been on a rotisserie, this one, has it?
I've not had this one on. We had the old one. Now, it should pretty much bolt on because we made all the adapter brackets for the old Datsun. But this has got, is it a 240 bumper?
It's got
Holes
240
now?
conversion now, but then brackets of a 260.
Yeah, so these bolted onto the 260 and now these ones, the bumper holes are in a different position. So we might have to mess around with them, but I bought the welder down, just the Artec. So we'll get them made up and we'll get it turned on its side and then we can have a look underneath and see how tidy she is and get the wheels off because we're starting to build it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna build it up, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we should dry build it and then we can see what bolts where. I don't want to undercoat it and then.
Yeah, we were contemplating painting underside of the car, but you do that and then you go to fit the exhaust, the brake lines, you drill into it, it's just fucking
Well, I know that
covering that.
That gearbox mount I've got from Apex, you've got to drill through the floor for that, so that's going to put holes in it straight away.
Yeah, so we'll just dry build the full car, which will be a bit sad when we've got to take it back apart, but you know, is what it is. Yeah, it's built now, mate. It's going out like this.
That's it.
I just can't wait to get the engine in there. But
That's why I offered it.
yeah, let's chat in. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's get going. Right, it's on. Like a glove. This is the third car we've put it on.
Oh, it's been on.
Because his first car was 2 cars welded together. He loved buying them. He buys these beauties. Right, we've got to take one off because this pin that stops the rotisserie from spinning, it catches in there. So we'll just have to, rather than take this back off, we'll just lean under, unbolt them 2 on the hinge, and then whip it off, and then we can look at getting the rear ones on.
Yeah.
Right, so bonnet's off. The rear is going to fit pretty well, we reckon, width wise, on what we've got. Just the angle of the 280 is pretty much 90 degrees. So what we've got to do, where they gone, is because they're angled, we've basically just got to cut them at 90, weld them back on, and then we should be pretty much good to go. But Liam's using the grinder, so I've seen something over here. His eyelids are only about 3% effective, so at least your dad's watching, mate. His dad bought him them because he's got shit eyelids and leg gloves.
Everyone knows safety first. It's like a good YouTube video about someone saying all the safety precautions.
No.
I put a high vis on, mate.
Right, so we'll see you in about 2 minutes if Liam doesn't die. The rear ones are now on. Just a little adjustment on them. And what we've got to do now is somehow jack the car up enough to get this post in there. Now, I think when we did it last time, we had them fucking big jacks, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Liam's got a jack down here, but we don't know if we're going to have enough blocks. So, we're going to work out how we're going to do this, dodgy as possible. And then, we'll see you in about 10 seconds with the solution. Okay, so we've concluded they were absolute monks, because last time we did it we had these two pieces together already before we bolted it onto the car. So I'll blame the 2 o'clock in the morning, mate. That's what I'm blaming.
I'm good with that, yeah.
So yeah, we'll put them together before we bolt them on the car, and then that should make it a bit easier. I think we'll still have to jack this back up a bit, but
Yeah, I think so.
I reckon the front will bolt straight on. So it's now floating, lad. Right, it's on. We didn't film it because look at this setup we've got going on. So we had no blocks or anything to make the jack high enough. So we've got a bit of metal, an axle stand, and then some tube on the top, just to get the height to where the rotisserie would bolt on.
Mega high
But
on it.
that's all off now. We'll wind that down. Bing.
There you go.
Solid setup, that mate.
It worked, didn't it?
Oh yeah, nobody died.
Engineer.
No health and safety in your home garage, mate. Alright, so yeah, it's looking good. So we've got to get the dollies off now, and then we'll spin it over.
Yeah.
And put it this side of your garage for another year, mate.
3.
Well, 3 years, alright. A moment of truth. Alright, we've just wound. This one's pretty much at the top.
Alright, yeah. Back seal at loads.
We normally do it with a impact gun, but because it's middle of the night, don't want to piss your neighbours off too much, do we? It took ages to do it by hand. That one's all the way at the top. This one's about halfway in it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And then car's levelish. So I think last time we did it, we had it pretty much at the top.
I don't know, did we have it the other way around? Yeah, I couldn't think of it.
I don't know.
What about the stands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That stand was at the back last time and it was all the way up. Sorry, the base.
I don't know what he's on about. Well, what I'll do is we'll see if it turns over, because that's all we need to do at the end of the day. It just needs to clear the side of the car when it's at 90 degrees. You doing the honours, mate, or do you want me to help you?
Yeah, I'll do it. So.
He gets nervous every time does this.
Ready?
Ready, mate?
This way.
Don't need them nuts.
See that bit?
We are alive.
Just about.
Alright, we've come to the conclusion that it's too heavy with all the panels on. I think last time when we had it on, we had nothing on, did we?
No.
And it was pretty well balanced. So I'm going to call it a day here,
Yeah.
and then leave it up with Liam. He can start taking the panels off slow time, and then it gets spun over. But if you made it this far, turn on notification bell, because next episode we ain't got to mess around with this Nissan junk. We're going to be back on with some 6R4 action,
Yeah,
and I've ordered some bits for it, so I'm excited. So thanks for watching, catch you next time.
Peace.